Welcome. It is Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am Dustin.
Hi guys, I'm Chandra.
No, you're not. You're an imposter.
Impasta.
Imposter.
I do miss pasta.
And we're live. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh, new location. Comfy on the couch. She doesn't like it though.
I don't like it. I prefer sitting in the hard chairs at the kitchen table.
Well, my back hurts, okay?
Wah,
Yeah,
wah.
exactly. It's just new. She doesn't like new.
I don't like new. I like old. I like normal and boring and old.
I hear you. We've got people in the chats. We got Sharon's in the house.
Hi, Sharon. I'm sorry, I'm not yawning. Because I'm bored. I'm just yawning because yawning.
She likes Yanni. Anyway, we got Cindy. We got Jeremiah. We got Lynn. Jennifer Lucas.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
We missed you. We hope you're doing well. Somebody hasn't given me any updates.
I don't even know updates.
Well, you don't do your friendly duty.
Duty. Yeah, I've been like the last couple of weeks been very, very bad about reaching out to people. And it's probably going to get worse here in the next couple of weeks as I just started driving for DoorDash on Saturday. And so today was day 4. And like today was not a very great day. I didn't make very much money today. And I was out for like, 2.5, 3 hours?
Something like that.
And it felt like forever. It just felt like I was waiting mainly for these orders to come in. And I'm supposed to be getting these priority orders and all that stuff. Yeah. Because really to make it worth it, it needs to be like, like $20 an hour?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, and it needs to be like in a close location because you're spending gas money.
Yeah, so the gas money gets detracted from what they're paying you. And they kept trying to feed me a bunch of $2.50 orders today and like driving like 2 or 3 miles for $2.50. And that just, it's not going to work. Right.
Doesn't pay the bills.
Finer than a fur on a frog. How did you know she loves frogs?
I do love frogs. I have frogs in my kitchen.
And frogs in our bedroom.
And frogs on the front porch.
Bats in her belfry.
Shut up.
Oh, everyone says it's the new location's nice and bright. It's not bright in here. I just have one of those little ring lights. And
he's trying to blind me. Like, I don't know if you see the circle in my eyes. See it? He's trying to blind me.
Just trying to make it look at least a little bit professional.
I mean, we are professionals.
Well, that's the thing. Like last night, I picked up 2 different orders. I picked up Ritter's.
I'm gonna put my phone on silent.
A Ritter's ice cream order and a Five Guys order. They were all together, and they tipped like $3. It was like 2 stops and then the delivery. So I mean, it's new. I'm new. I don't really know all the ins and outs and stuff that I'll probably learn over the next couple of weeks or whatever. Trying to bring in a little extra money because there's things that I want, things we need, like to pay bills and I need a new camera and all that stuff. So hopefully,
the GoPro died.
Yeah. So luckily we got this webcam thing, so that's working all right for us.
Seems to. It's not that bad, I don't think. I think the color and the quality looks about the same. Everything looks a little foggy to me because I haven't cleaned my glasses in a minute. So everything's just mildly.
Shauna says you have an extra twinkle in your eye.
It's called ring light.
Oh, my shoulder hurts real bad today. It's been hurting for like the last couple of days. I don't know what it is. It feels like if somebody could go in and raise my scapula up and then just dig in with your knuckles for a while and then put it back in place, I feel like it would feel so much better. But
I'm pretty sure that sounds like a newly invented surgical procedure.
Oh, but it sounds
I don't think that's something that a normal human being could do.
But I want it.
You'll be fine.
I know. I need to hire somebody to like just dig their kneecaps into my back or something. Oh. Anyway, what are you lovely people doing?
21
days till KPL,
Mm.
and there were like less than 18 tickets left on Saturday or Sunday. Sunday when Autumn and Richard went live on the Weathers channel, they had about 18 tickets left. So the race is on to sell out before the time runs out to purchase the tickets.
Hmm.
So it's a race. If you don't have your tickets yet, get on it, book
Yeah.
a flight, get in a covered wagon, whatever it is you need to do, get there.
Ride your dog, whatever.
Hire a donkey.
Um,
No, I don't. I mean, it could be from driving. I haven't driven that much in a long time.
Yeah,
So-
you used to drive everywhere all the time, but ever since the pandemic, I can't words. Pandemic, we've become homebodies.
Oh yeah.
And we don't go anywhere or do anything. And if we do, it's like for a very short amount of time.
Like Costco or Walmart or to the post office. Most days
Yeah.
I go like a block down the street to the post office.
I don't think it's a driving pain. I mean, what are
Well,
you
I mean,
doing while you
the
drive?
just moving my shoulder, like the driving, just
You look
skirt,
like you're
skirt,
doing
skirt.
that driving the bus, open the door, driving the bus, driving the bus.
And this is why we don't go to clubs. We'd be laughed
You
out
don't want
of
me
the
to get my old
establishment.
white lady on?
That's all you know.
I do.
Me at a dance club in the corner with a drink.
That's your dance?
Just-
See? He's turning it up. Oh. Anywho.
All right.
Well, that was something.
Yeah.
Well.
Interesting. I didn't see what it said before I clicked on it. I saw somebody new in the chat. We got big stat.
I would say if anybody requires an answer, the answer to that would be no. But thank you for asking.
All right.
Anywho.
The title of this live is loosely successes and failures. So I want to talk about some successes that I've had this week, basically because I have started doing DoorDash.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in contact with lots of amazing smelling food all day. It doesn't matter. Like you pick up KFC, biscuits smell great. Picked up Mexican food the other day from the Iguana place or whatever.
I don't know. I feel like since KFC doesn't have potato wedges anymore, they're not even worth driving by.
They're not. But that I was driving that Mexican food, and just the smell of it was amazing. And I know we could do Mexican style food.
Mm-hmm.
Sour cream and all that stuff. No, you're not a fan, but
nope.
Anyway, that's a big part of it. The smells, being in the lobbies of these fast food places is kind of surreal at the same time, because I haven't been into most of these fast food places in a very, very long time. Like just going into KFC or going inside of McDonald's. Like if we're inside of McDonald's, it's probably like the beginning of a big road trip.
Yeah.
Or we're stopping to get the girl something.
But even then, that's usually a drive-through for her most of the time.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've gone into like McAllister's and all these places and that I haven't been in. We've got an Arnie's now that I've been into now a couple times. And so the success with that is the fact that I haven't gone back when I'm finished and ordered something from one of these places.
Yeah. And I think that that's something to really be proud of, because that was a large portion of our life, just a few years ago, that, we didn't want to cook or didn't want to whatever. So, let's just go get Taco Bell. We can feed the whole family for under $30,
Taco Bell was huge. Those beefy crunch burritos or whatever that were $1.
Yeah.
I would go and get like $20 worth of Taco Bell and we would have leftovers.
Yeah. It would feed everybody.
And there was 5 of us.
Run through McDonald's because it's easy. And I got 3 kids in the back seat and they all need to be fed.
go get a bucket of KFC. I mean, that's what we lived
Yeah, a
on.
bucket of KFC. We used
I
to do that
mean,
all the time.
we lived on fast food and frozen pizzas and macaroni and cheese.
Oh, the Red Baron frozen pizzas.
Yeah. So I mean,
Constantly in our house.
so that's a huge successful win for me this week. I don't know what kind of failures I've had this week. I mean, I did go to the gas station the other day and get a Coke Zero, but I don't really consider that a failure. That was kind of like a weird kind of reward.
It's still a zero anyway.
Yeah,
I
I know. And I need to look into, I know there's a lot of stuff about aspartame and like there's studies that say that diet soda pushes the boundaries of obesity. But I kind of wonder like how much of it is the Diet Coke versus the stuff that you get along with the Diet Coke. Like if you're just going into McDonald's and grabbing the $1 Diet Coke or whatever and leaving with nothing else, is that driving obesity? Or is what driving obesity going in and getting the Diet Coke, 2 quarter pounders, order of fries, and a bunch of chicken nuggets? I mean, that's the kind of thing, like a lot of these studies, they're all survey based and they don't necessarily tell the whole story.
Right. Well, and the thing is that we know that those diet sodas are not healthy for you. I mean, let's be fair. There's nothing redeeming in this, like nothing. Caffeine is about the only plus, and then it has bubbles. But other than that, there's nothing good in it, right? It's not going to give me vitamins that I need. It's not going to give me the protein that I need. It's not doing anything healthy for me. It's got coloring. It's got words I can't pronounce. It's got probably a lot of crap in it. But the truth is I like it, and I'm going to drink it anyway.
Do you want to go to dinner with us some night soon, Jennifer? I don't know. Are you able to leave the house? Or could we go and get some stuff for fajitas and bring it over to your house?
Yeah, we could do that. That would be fun. Oh, I have 2 avocados in the fridge that have not gone bad yet.
From Mexico.
Well, I don't know if they're from Mexico, but they're from my refrigerator.
Yeah. So Shauna says the smell of some foods really lure you. I mean, because that's the huge thing about me and my overcoming food addiction, or like it's never done. Right. Like I'm always going to be a food addict. And
it's just making better choices at this point.
Having the ability to make better choices and give in less. I don't think I'll ever be in a spot where I'm giving in none.
Yeah.
I just don't. It doesn't seem feasible. And I kind of don't want to live that life. And I know that may sound strange coming from us on this channel that lives a ketogenic lifestyle, but I don't think that that's necessarily the answer either. I don't think perfection is a goal.
I don't think I could be perfect if I wanted to.
Right.
For me, I do partake in some of the sugar-free candies that cause bowel destruction.
She likes but
I plan my time to have them. I know I can eat exactly 5 sugar-free gummy bears and only make maybe 2 trips to the bathroom. I'll be good. But I plan it out. Like I'm going to have them, probably next Wednesday, because if I have them tonight or tomorrow, then I'm going to have the child all day and it's going to be a hot mess. But like next Tuesday or Wednesday, if I eat them early enough in the day, then I'll be good to go by nighttime, get some good sleep, and then have the child during the daytime. But it's a little too much planning for me.
Because tomorrow night she's coming over for a weepover.
She called it a leapover today.
A leapover?
A leapover. She's going to have a leapover. She's going to use her leaping bag. She's very excited.
I'm excited to have her here.
But I can't imagine a world where none of that stuff was available, where it was only keto and that's it. And you can't anything else ever, because I don't think I would be able to follow that. I think I would be the first one in line to get a bag of Oreos the first chance I could get it. And when I know it's available and I know that I have the option, then I'm less likely to take it. It's like being at home and not having your car. Like your car's in the shop. I'm very not okay being at home without a vehicle here. It isn't that I need to go anywhere. I don't have any plans. I don't have anything going on. But if I have no option to go somewhere, then I start to get like anxiety.
It's the same thing like the way the world is now. So for the longest time, for as long as we've been able to go out and do stuff on our own, there's always been stuff open. You could go to Walmart, Meijer at 2 in the morning, whatever it is. You can go to like countless restaurants, go inside and eat Denny's, Steak and Shake, all that stuff, and there's always a place to go.
Right.
Now, there was 1 or 2 nights a year where you couldn't go somewhere. It was like Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Right. Thanksgiving and Christmas.
You
And
couldn't go
depending
anywhere.
on what type of establishment, some of them would be closed on like Easter.
Yeah.
But most no.
But like, then like it would be, that was always kind of a weird, depressing side of holidays to me, because I knew that there was nothing to do but stay home. Yeah. And I know, it's a time where you're spending time with family and all that stuff, but it's like I couldn't go to, the grocery store and get anything extra if I needed it or whatever. We're kind of stuck.
Right.
And now we're in that where
that's the new norm.
The new normal is, it's a double-edged sword. So on the one side, there's now like if it's 1 o'clock in the morning and we need something from Walmart, we can't get it. Now we may be able to order it off of Amazon and have it delivered by 4 or 5 in the morning, right, or 7 in the morning or whatever, which is now a thing. You can have delivery within a few hours,
right?
But you can't just go and get something now.
And not that we want people to have to work those stupid hours or keep places open or anything like that.
No, but we got used to it.
A comfort to know that, if, oh man, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and a kid has a project and they don't have X, Y, or Z and they totally forgot about it, went to bed and then woke up and, oh mom, I need this. You just go get in the stinking car and go drive to Walmart and get it. Or, we were watching a movie at 2 a.m. and somebody wants popcorn. Okay, well, let's go get popcorn.
I think before we started keto, there was a night where we were watching a Netflix series and they had gone to get something, a fast food. I think they go to Checkers maybe or something like that.
I have no idea.
And then we left at like 2 in the morning to go to Rally's.
Yeah.
Get a bunch of burgers and fries and chicken sandwiches and stuff.
Was that when we were watching Game of Thrones?
No, that was when we were watching that Love show on it was just called Love.
Yeah.
The California kids that worked on the sets of the TV shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the other side of the double-edged sword. So now at 2 in the morning, if we want to go get a pint of ice cream or a gallon of ice cream or whatever we want,
that's not available.
We're saved from ourselves.
Right.
I mean, you could go to a gas station in certain circumstances and grab ice cream bars or whatever.
But
that's
never been a go-to for us.
No, it's not really something that even crosses our mind. So like going to the gas station and grabbing a soda isn't even something that we normally do. But I got home the other night from door dashing and I was just kind of like, I just really want a soda.
I just realized I was messing with the string for my hoodie that's spinning my microphone, and so I hope it doesn't sound crazy.
So let's celebrate Sharon here. She says she's been able to go to a Mexican restaurant 3 times now and not eat 1 chip.
Woo!
Now I can't say that when we go and sit down at a Mexican restaurant that I don't partake in some of the chips, especially like if they have like queso at the table, and it's not even great queso. Most of the time they're using like evaporated milk or whatever.
Yeah. But when was the last time we went to a Mexican restaurant?
It's been a year probably since we've been out to.
I went with a friend from work about 6 months ago, but I'm fine not eating the chips. There isn't much about them that I'm not. I can't say I'm not a chip person, but on my priority of things that are bad for me that I like, chips are like pretty far down the rung.
Yeah, I think that they come out to the table because usually when we do go, it's not just us. There's people who want the chips.
Yeah.
So it's not like if it's just the 2 of us, we'll go and say, don't bring chips, and they don't bring chips.
I don't mind. The granddaughter likes them, so I'm like, just put them in front of her. I'm fine.
Yeah.
But I that's not something I was ever really tempted with, even in the first place.
We never really went to Mexican restaurants when I was a kid.
We did, as my sister worked at a Chi-Chi's.
Ah, Chi-Chi's.
But
ice cream.
I'd rather have the fried ice cream than the chips.
Yeah.
So I've always been a sweets person.
We've got twin Brooke Akers says, greetings, earthlings.
Well, hello, nanu. Mecca like a hi, mecca hiney ho.
Yeah.
I think we're like way far away from people talking.
That's okay.
We've been jabberjawing.
Jason Keto's in the house. He says, hello.
Hello. Yeah.
We get to hang out with Jason Keto in just a little while, in a couple of weeks. He's going to come down all the way from
What day is he coming down on?
the Thursday before KPO.
Oh, okay, so I will get to meet him because if it's on a Saturday or a Sunday, it's a no. It's a no from me. Boom, boom, boom.
I don't know. He says, do carbonated beverages in general leach the calcium from your bones?
That I'm not 100% sure of. I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
It's
not something I learned in nursing school, but it doesn't mean it's not true.
Right. And I mean, it doesn't, I mean, it also, how much do you have to drink
For that to actually
to be something
well, that's like, okay, so the whole concept of aspartame being bad for you, for your body. So my dad is a chemist. If you look back at the research, which he did, because this actually came out in his time frame of being a chemist, and he was big in the chemistry world, which that sounds like a totally weird thing to say, but you know what I mean.
A lot of patents under his name and
Anyway,
a lot of cool stuff.
So he said when you look back at the study that said that aspartame causes cancer in lab rats, they were administering amounts of aspartame that are wholly impossible to ingest on a scale of a human level. So they were giving them like such enormous amounts of aspartame that you almost couldn't even predict that it was the aspartame giving them cancer as opposed to them being denied other things. So he's like, he didn't believe it. And he's very scientific in nature, just in general. And he was like, that study has so many major flaws. And they took it and ran with it and put it all over the internet and put it all over TV.
Well,
and
I believe sugar paid for that. That's why.
Well, but the study in and of itself is not, it was not acknowledging of the flaws within the study, and that for humans to ingest as much aspartame as was to be comparable as was administered to those lab rats, you would probably, I mean, you probably wouldn't survive it, but it wouldn't be the cancer that would kill you. It would be the fact that you wouldn't be able to ingest anything else because that's all you would be taking in. So, anywho,
I am not a healthcare professional, nurse, doctor, or dietitian, healthcare practitioner. You know, those things. She may be one of those things, but not in the.
None of this is medical advice. That's what we're saying.
Yes, we are not here to provide you with medical advice.
Yes.
And we're not even reading from the study. We're just kind of spitballing here.
I'm just saying, go back and look at the studies yourself. But soda in and of itself, not good for you. There's nothing in it that's redeemable. Mm-hmm. Hello, hello, hello. Lots and lots of people.
So Twinbrook Acres is named Rick, it looks like.
Aha. Well, hello, Rick.
She fried her ankle bracelet off so she's free.
Nice.
The feds haven't come to get you yet.
They're not taking you away. They're coming to take me away.
I hear the helicopters. Do you hear them?
All right, dorkness. So successes and failures. So success that you haven't been tempted to get anything while you're out door dashing. That's good.
Right.
What about failures?
I don't know. I mean, this week I've been eating fairly clean. I have been making a lot of queso because I bought a lot of cheese from Costco.
I don't like queso. Oh, you didn't plan for this.
I had to. You'll have to get up. It's easier for you to get up.
How is that going to work? I'm going to knock everything over. It's
I will.
fine.
I will help you.
I'll do it. As far as failures go for this week, that lovely brick of cheese that I bought when we went to where'd we go?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. I thought that's what it was. When we went there, I have one slice left. So failure. Hi.
I'll hold that for you. We got to go do the fire alarm. The alarm because it likes to beep because it's broken. And I want to get an upgrade to like Simply Save or something like that.
I don't want to pay for it.
And she doesn't want to pay for it. She'd rather deal with the irritating beeps.
Fixed for the next 3 minutes.
She's got to get her blankie ready.
It's cold. It's always cold. Ooh, ooh. That's precarious.
Yeah, I plugged it into the wrong side. I should have done better. I know.
He plugged everything. Can I have my thingy back? He plugged everything in over here on my side, so I kind of have to like jump rope to get up. Always fun.
So Jason's got this live stream going for like, it's like a countdown for KPL.
Yeah.
So it's like a month-long live stream going on his channel right now.
Oh, what are you doing
Well,
for a month?
he's not. It's just running, just a countdown.
Okay.
And I'll jump in every once in a while and say stuff to him. And he says, I haven't even noticed, but he keeps apologizing about the Nightbot picking on me. But I don't even know like what it's saying, because I'll usually go in and comment and then roll out, because I mean there's nothing going on, nobody talking or anything. It's just a countdown. So I'll just go in and comment every other day or whatever, and I don't even know what it says.
So your Nightbot's talking trash?
I guess so.
Nice. We know you planned it that way. Ooh, that would be good.
She wants some fudge. Fudge from KPL. I don't even, what is the fudge from KPL? Everyone's like,
I don't know. But I like fudge. I'm a sweets person. So when we first started keto, he did fine because he's not a sweets person. He's more, well, we were both kind of omnivores, all the things. But he's much more of a savory person. Like he would rather sit down and eat hot dogs. I would not. I would
like
rather
a whole pizza.
Yeah, no, I would rather sit down and eat, other than ice cream, cakes, cookies, like eclairs, sweet stuff, bready, sweet, that kind of junk. So whatever fills my sweet tooth makes me happy. So like I said, I plan my days by some of those maltitol candy.
Well, see, like I would do this. I would have the sweets after I like totally gorged myself with all the stuff, the savory, the corn dogs, pizza rolls, whole pizza with extra cheese.
Yeah.
That was a normal daily thing. And then I would dig into the Oreos with you.
Well, so when I was younger and thin, I used to decorate my house with candies. So like I would have jars of M&Ms and whatnot sitting around, and I would maybe eat a few every other week or so because I had a lot more self-control, and I was in an unhappy place where I was constantly told how I was ugly and fat. Anywho, so I didn't eat the candy. It just sat there and looked pretty, and it taunted me all day. And then I got to a point where I actually got out of all that. And then I was like, well, I am free to eat whatever I want, look however I want, and I'm going to do whatever I want. And I kind of pushed that to the other extreme. So instead of looking at a jar of M&Ms, I can down a jar of M&Ms very quickly so they don't come into our house.
Well, okay, so Shauna, the thing about fall for me is not so much the food, it's hoodies. Hoodies and pants. I don't know what it is. Like when spring comes around and I get a chance to wear shorts, I'm excited. But then as that kind of wears on, I start thinking about, just wearing a hoodie out and just being comfortable.
I am a jeans and hoodies girl. I always a hoodie. See, I even have a short sleeved hoodie. Ha. I'm very excited about it. I could do hoodies all the time.
I guess they had some kind of stuff in Texas. Pecan sticky bun with white lilies, chocolate, and toasted pecans. Oh.
I mean, I would try it. I'm not super into white chocolate, but I would try it.
I have like one packet of that pecan sticky bun left.
Yeah.
I only bought two. One to try as a shake, and then one I can maybe make some like chaffles or something out of. Until we get, hopefully this Christmas time we'll get a creamy. But right now, like they're just either out of stock or they want like $400 for them.
We'll see.
But you can get them. They're out of stock, but the Ninja website has them for $200 or whatever. But you get like 5 containers with them, which I think that would be cool.
Yeah, that's still a lot of money.
Enjoyment is in the house. I sang a song for you. Let's see. Some of my favorite memories are from the middle of the night trips to Walmart.
We used to have dates.
Yeah.
When the kids were all home, I mean, they were teenagers, but we would like not see each other basically for all week because we both worked full, pretty much close to full time. And so we would have Walmart dates at like 2 and 3 in the morning.
And just walk around Walmart, fill in the cart with stuff we didn't need.
Yep. Filling the cart with crap.
And then, like, for me, like, I don't know how my early years would have been because I worked like a night shift. I worked from like 4 p.m. in the afternoon until like 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on how busy or whatever we were. But I would do all my grocery shopping and hanging out with friends after work.
Mm-hmm.
And we would go to Denny's because in the summertime, like one summer, the apartment that I had, the air conditioner went out and they couldn't figure out how to fix it. And there's an apartment, so they were responsible for fixing it. They just couldn't figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I told them what the problem was. I mean, and I had no idea, and I was right still, and they still didn't figure it out.
Here's your gold star.
I do deserve it. But so we would just leave the apartment and go sit at Denny's all night because we could drink coffee or water or whatever. And I smoked cigarettes at the time, so we would just sit there and smoke and, you know, hang out and shoot the shit and all that stuff, you know, all night.
So weird that we never ran into each other because we literally grew up in the same town, pretty close to the same circle of friends. And I also hung out at Denny's at all hours of the night, drinking coffee.
Yeah, she worked at, her first job was like Steak and Shake. My first job was Steak and Shake. But granted, I worked at a different Steak and Shake, even though, so the reason, okay, so I worked at a Steak and Shake up closer to where I went to school, and that was still a 15, 20-minute drive. But I worked at that Steak and Shake because my cousin and friends worked there. And then when I started, they decided to get transferred up to a different one that was more consistent. They had more consistent business because ours was like feast or famine. Like, because I was like, it was an old Steak and Shake. It was like remnant of the old drive-through era. So like there was the big long like concrete sidewalk out the back where the cars would park and the girls would go up and down in the skates and stuff. So I mean, it was just a really old place. So they decided to go to a newer one a couple miles up the road. And so I stayed there anyway for about, right there about 6 months to a year or whatever. But yeah, and she worked at a Steak and Shake closer to where we actually grew up.
Right. And then I also worked at Denny's.
Yeah. Both Denny's that I used to hang out.
Yeah, both Denny's.
It's so weird.
It's amazing we never ran into each other. Like, amazing.
I mean, we may have seen each other. We had to have seen each other.
Had to have. And we had not the same circle of friends, but circle of friends that were close enough that I'm not surprised that some of our friends didn't know each other. Do you know what I mean? That's how we met.
Because by the time I started to know the person how we met, well, the guy, and you were friends with the girl, but they knew each other all through high school.
Yeah, and I knew him a little bit, like I had hung out with him once or twice.
Yeah, so, and I became good friends with him towards like the middle to end of my high school career.
Yeah.
So it's just strange that we never actually ran into each other, or at least
not that we know of.
Not that we can remember or know.
Yeah. Oof, this hair. I'm telling you what. One day I'm going to cut it all off and just be bald. You and me will be mates. We'll like match. We'll both be bald. I'll start to grow a beard. It'll look like this. You'll be like, she's so cute. I'm into that chick with the beard.
Yeah, I never thought about bringing pork rinds. I think there are some places around town that make their own pork rinds.
That's a good idea. I didn't think about that.
Maitreya.
Well, hello, Maitreya.
Thank you for joining us, Maitreya.
Oh, my hair is driving me crazy with this hood on.
Jason says hotel is booked, and it's close to the pizza place.
All right.
I don't even know where there's hotels near the pizza place, but
there's a hotel out in Brownsburg.
Is there?
Yeah, right by the Walmart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forget because it's kind of tucked away. Motel, Holiday Inn. Anyway.
Anywho, what are we talking about now?
There's more comments.
I'm trying to look and see, but my eyeballs don't work, and that's far away.
It says, so Lynn says that she thinks it's the phosphorus in the soft drinks that wreck the bones.
That's very possible.
Says, I get Shauna the Tuesday before KPL, and on Wednesday we are playing in Columbus with Maitreya. I won't be in town. I won't be down in Louisville until Friday. So Jason's coming in and staying in Indy Thursday, we're going to Rockstar Pizza Thursday for dinner. And then I think I'm going to be going down on Friday morning to be in town. So when James and I may ride with James to go pick up. He's got to pick up somebody. He's picking up Lynette from the airport. I may get down there early enough to go pick her up, but I don't know. I know that they'll be back around 10 or so. So I mean, it's only a 2-hour drive for me, but I kind of want to get down there early so we can go have breakfast and kind of get a group together before or whatever we decide to do. And I know there's a big group going to a Brazilian steakhouse. I don't necessarily know I want to get lumped in with going to something that big because I know the whole event's going to be rowdy, kind of. I mean,
rowdy. What are you gonna do?
Rowdy, you know. But yeah. But maybe I'll try to keep everything else low key. But we'll see.
We're gonna get in like bacon sword fights.
Yes. Yeah.
Rowdy.
Ron's Keto Cafe is in the house. Hey, Ron, what's going on? I don't know if you've been here before or not. If you have, I am so sorry that my memory has been shot. So. And where is your Keto Cafe? If it's in town, I'll go eat there.
It might just be what he calls his channel.
Maybe.
He may not have an actual cafe.
Tell me it ain't so. Tell me you have a cafe.
Anywho.
It says, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Let's see. Maitreya says, there's a theory introduced about the phosphate, but the study has produced no evidence that the high phosphate intake affects bone metabolism or bone density. I imagine that our low magnesium intake as a society has more to do with our bone density issues than anything else. And maybe like soda being kind of does soda act as a diuretic? Like coffee does? It could be more.
Caffeine is a diuretic.
Yeah.
So calcium within your body, the absorption thereof and the destruction of bone to put more into the bloodstream, right? So you've got two separate systems there. You've got one that takes calcium out of the bloodstream and puts it into the bone, and another system that takes it out of the bone and puts it back into the bloodstream. And it's all dependent upon what your body needs at the time. And what decides that for your body, it's more than these two things. This just makes it easier for you to digest and understand. I'm not sure what you're doing.
My pants are too tight. So I'm trying to untie the waistband.
Back to our science lesson. Anywho, you have, he's trying to throw you all across the room.
You know what?
Anywho, so you have your thyroid and your parathyroid, and the two of those work together based on, how do I explain that? Based on your fluctuation of hormones to decide what needs to happen at the time. Does your body need to destruct bone to create more calcium to put into your blood? Does your body need to take more calcium out of the blood to put it into the bone? And your regulation of those hormones is what creates the demand in either direction. So if somebody has a thyroid issue, then they may be deficient in calcium in one way or the other. Either their bones are weak or their blood is low in calcium and they're having other issues. And for the life of me, it's been 10 years since I've been in nursing school, and I don't recall which one sways in which direction, whether the thyroid encourages the body to put the calcium into the bone or whether it encourages it to put it into the blood. Either way, those are the two that regulate it, thyroid and parathyroid. One puts it into the bone, one takes it from the bone and puts it back into the blood. You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Wizard.
Science. That's all I got. And what soda has to do with it, I'm not sure. There are much smarter people out there than I who can describe that for you.
I don't know what this is about.
I don't either. That's okay. Keep going.
So she's her last half hour at work.
Woo! It's almost over. You're almost there. You can do it.
Might be done by now.
I know we've been rambling.
Yeah.
You could already be over.
It's true.
Well, it's actually, it's a fancy one. I don't know where the label went. It's by Pendleton. We got it at Sam's Club. It's all stripy.
Costco.
Costco?
I think so.
Whatever. One of the big box stores. Yeah, because we don't have a Sam's Club membership anymore.
Mm-mm.
Must have been Costco. Whatever. It's super cozy and it's huge. It's like a king size. It's giant. It's literally like a waterfall off of me across the floor. It's
And
amazing.
yet she's not sharing any of it with me.
You were sweaty when we sat down.
You know what?
Anywho, I did not skin Cookie Monster because me love cookie.
Shauna says that she makes keto chow fudge with Lily's chips, and all of Miriam and Chris's kids said it's the best
Well,
around.
I
Nothing's ever gonna keep you down. You're the best.
I like sweet stuff, so please send some back with Dustin.
I promise I will try not to eat it on the car ride home.
That is possible. He has bought me things and eaten it instead of giving it to me before.
Not very often.
And he has gone somewhere to buy me something specifically.
Rude.
And totally forgot to get me anything.
Okay.
And bought himself stuff.
What had done happened was I went to this new place called Swenson's. And they have nothing keto there. But I was like, again, it's a brand new place. The only one I think that's in Indiana right now. And it's like a Cincinnati, Columbus area like staple from what they say.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that I've asked about Swenson's who lives in Ohio in that area were like, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think they're making it up.
Okay.
But it's all deep fried food, like French fries. They got burgers. It's basically like a burger stand. It's like they got French fries, onion rings,
junk,
and they have her favorite thing of all time, fried mushrooms.
Fried mushrooms.
So I went there with the purpose of getting deep fried mushrooms, and I got onion rings, and I got French fries, and I got something else like potato cakes or something like that, and I got a large strawberry milkshake. I just happened to fall into the car, and
he was having a bad week. When was that?
I don't.
Like 2 months ago now.
It was it's 6 months ago.
I don't know. Long time ago.
It was like right as spring was starting because it was like you could roll the windows down.
Mm-hmm.
But I go there and I get it and I get home and I'm like, oh, your stuff's in the bag. In my mind, I ordered her stuff.
He got me nothing. Not a thing. Which is fine.
Do you know how bad I felt?
On that day, he got to be fat all by himself.
You know,
I wasn't even fat with you. I wasn't even fat adjacent. When we have days like
I
that,
shamed the family.
You did. It's not often, but when we do, it's like we try to at least make sure we're fat together. If we're gonna be bad, let's do it together.
Well, sometimes we don't even plan it. In the first couple of weeks that the middle boy was back here,
yeah,
he shows up with pizzas.
Yeah. And you can't not eat a pizza that your child bought for you.
I mean, we could.
You just can't. I would feel so bad. And I mean, he knows better.
He knows better.
He hasn't brought anything like that for us since. But the first week he moved in, I think he was depressed from breaking up with his girlfriend. And he bought pizzas for all of us and was like, I bought you guys pizza. So I was like, okay.
Because when we have gone to that pizza place before, it's a Noble Roman's. So if any of you know anything about, if you ever had a Noble Roman's, the one that we like, or the one that's closest to us, is like the store that time forgot.
Oh, it's like stepping back into your memories.
It's like stepping back into like 1989.
I would go there and not even order anything just to be there.
It smells the same. It's dark and it looks the same.
Like a little thing like a little bridge you step onto, and there's a big glass window and you can watch them making the pizzas. And I remember there's very little that I remember about my childhood. And I remember standing there just with my jaw dropped, watching them twirl the pizza dough above their heads and making the pizzas. I would go there just to watch them work. They'd probably be creepy.
I would
now
not.
I'm in my 40s.
I mean,
I would.
They have the old video games like Galaga and all that stuff. And then, I don't know, you just walk in and it's dim and it's playing like jukebox music. And it's like, man, you walk in
it's like
and
1987 all over
it
again.
just punches you in the face. like I want to punch the alarm thing. Go.
All right. You check out and see what some people are talking about. We're talking about how we're terrible at keto.
Yeah, we are. I mean, you're going to think that we do this all the time, but I think talking about it helps. I mean, that's why you guys show up to hear us talk about stuff, right? I hope. All right.
Ugh. Getting my high knees in.
Shauna says that she won't touch maltitol. I try not to either. The only thing that I'll get sometimes that has maltitol in it is the Jell-O sugar-free pudding.
Gross.
I know, but like, it's comforting. And I know it's not good for me and it's bad, but it's like, sometimes you just need like, it's like.
Hang on. Oh, caught. Sorry, guys. I'm shaking y'all up. Sorry. I don't like pudding, so it doesn't matter to me.
Hi, Susan.
It doesn't matter to me. I could go the rest of forever with not eating pudding. I would hate to be put in a situation in the hospital where I'm on a full liquid diet because I just wouldn't eat. I don't like pudding. I don't like applesauce.
Jennifer Lucas loves the meats. Dare I say she puts meats in her mouth? Moving on.
I like steak and burger, and I love bacon, but bacon doesn't love me. I don't like pork. Otherwise, I could go the rest of my life and never eat ham. I like pork, but I just can't tolerate it stomach-wise, so that all is discounted. I like chicken. I like fish.
That means I got to cook chicken tonight.
Oh, you do need to cook it before it goes bad.
Yeah.
But like, as far as like,
I'm looking forward to chili, by the way.
Who I am.
In both,
chili
both senses of the word.
Yes.
Like meat chili and cool chili.
I want to have a fire out back and burn some shit. That's
wood is what she means. And maybe some cardboard boxes from the garage.
Yes. Oh, I need to go through the boxes tonight. Don't let me forget. Anyway, I digress.
We have permission to wear hoodies. Shauna has spoken.
Oh, well, good. I've been wearing it all year. The air conditioning is too much for me, so I wear a hoodie all year round. Pretty much always.
Shelly is here. She's saying hi. They sat down to eat dinner.
Hello, Miss Warden.
Mary T's in the house. Mary says she has a huge sweet tooth, but not a huge erythritol or stevia fan. Life is good since I found liquid sucralose and allulose. I don't think we have any liquid allulose.
None of the fake sweeteners really bother me. Maltitol does make me, yeah. The rest of them don't really bother me, except for I can get a headache with stevia, but I really have to overdo it. Like I really have to, eat more than I should or drink more than I should. Like I really have to push it.
Push it. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't think anybody was prepared for that. Like, nobody was prepared for that.
I was.
You were?
Yeah.
That's why you did it. None of the sweeteners really bother me, except for maltitol. But like I said, I plan for it. And I have a raging sweet tooth. And I know I do, and I always have. I'm less of a candy person and more of, like I said, a cookies and baked goods person. But since there isn't much in keto that fits into that category that I can make, because trust me, I used to bake a lot and I was very good at it. Cooking with keto ingredients, nope. Nothing makes me more angry.
I've just been able to make it work.
Nothing makes me more angry, and I will throw stuff across the room. So I'll deal without, and I'll eat my 5 gummy bears and plan appropriately. Or I will, sweeten my coffee with stevia and be fine, that kind of stuff. But
Sharon says last year she wore hoodies at KPL was the perfect temperature for it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually having a hoodie made. So it's going to have my logo on the back, and it's going to have a QR code on the sleeve.
Oh, you're going to just be like, bam.
So anybody wants to, like, who are you? And I'm like, here I am.
Don't make it that way. Make it that way. Just bam.
Yeah. Do it. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane.
Next.
If you haven't met me in person, I'm just like this.
Yeah.
But off in the corner.
Well, he's often a lot quieter than this when he's not being forced to talk.
I'm here because I want to.
Well, you know what I mean. You're in front of a camera. talking to people. He is very social, but like if he's in a crowd and he's not actively in a conversation, he'll just kind of like and observe.
Yes, Susan, we have Waffle Houses here. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
I love them, and like we'll stop at them like on the way on
vacations.
vacations and on the way to places. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's expensive when you do what we do. Like
Yeah,
if you're
for getting eggs and
if
stuff
you're
like
just getting
that,
egg,
Waffle House is
sausage, and
pricey.
bacon, it's expensive. Like if you want to go in and get like the $7 meal and it's got
All the
grits
extra
and
junk.
pancakes, or well, not pancakes, but the waffles and stuff.
And the burned potatoes. What are those called?
Hash
Those things?
browns.
Yep, those things.
Yeah, you want all that stuff. It's affordable, but you sort of it's like I want eggs, bacon, and sausage. You're like that'll be $33.50. Oh,
It does get pricey when you a la carte.
yeah. I didn't even ask for the cart. Ugh. Maitreya knows. Maitreya knows.
Yes.
Looking forward to hoodies at KPL. My hoodies have to be thin with an easy escape zipper.
Oh.
I can't remember. I think I'm having her make me a zip up hoodie. I think I'm having her make me a zip up for KPO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll wear almost any hoodie. Almost. I can't have it too tight on my neck though. Something about that. I think it was being forced to wear turtlenecks and button-up shirts with collars when I was a child that I can't stand it. Nothing bothers me more. I don't want anything around my neck if I can help it.
All right, here we go. Well, let's say first Sharon says something like, yes, I am. I'm not quite for this, but she turned
Oh, she is done with her work. That's what she said. She had 30 minutes left to work and now she's done.
Yeah.
Woo, woo.
All right.
Now it's time for an evening drink.
Party o'clock. I have some of those Mountain Dew, hard Mountain Dews in the fridge. I'm not a big fan. I'm going to drink them because I bought them, but it'll take me a long time.
They sound disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh, I could try that wine I bought.
Maybe.
It's not in the fridge though, is it?
No.
It needs to be chilled. Guess not.
So Lynn wants to know, how did we meet?
Okay. Do we want
time is it?
Wait, the clean version or the dirty version? Because there's two. There's the one that I tell people that I work with that is not the whole story. And then there's the one that my friends know that is the whole story.
I don't know if they need the whole story. I don't need them looking at me like that.
I mean, it's up to you guys. Scroll down and see what the voting is.
I can put a thing in here, but
don't make them vote.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Mm-hmm.
We'll scroll all the way to the bottom. I have to go back up, and there's a lot of comments. Oh
yeah,
goodness.
You've not been keeping up at all.
What? I'm like Hungry Heath now. We've never had this problem before, so this is the first live that we actually aren't at the end of the comments right away.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Good night. You guys are chatty today.
Yeah.
Thanks for being so chatty. Dirty version always.
I demand the dirty version. Okay, I'm gonna scroll back up.
Okay. So we both explained how we had friends that were friends with each other. Okay. His friend was a boy. My friend was a girl. We'll call them Susie and Fred.
Okay.
Okay. So Dustin was at Fred's house with another friend. His name is insignificant. So Dustin and Fred were at their house, at Fred's house. And Susie and I had gone out to the bars.
We had been out to the bars too. And my friend was like, hey, I'm going to invite my friend over, and she's got a friend with her. Do you guys want to try to hook up?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and
this was like 13 years ago, give or take.
Right. My friend Susie was, how do you put it politely? She was a train wreck. Love her. She was a train wreck. She was married at the time with several children, but we went out drinking. We went sing karaoke as we did every other weekend or so, or every third weekend or whatnot. And we got a little drunk, and she was unhappy at the time in her marriage. And so she said, hey, let's go hang out with my friend Fred. And I was like, okay, fine. She didn't want to go home yet. Okay, fine. So we drive over to Fred's house, and Dustin is there with Fred and their other friend. And my friend Susie decided that that was the night she was going to hook up with your friend Fred.
Again, they'd been hooking up for years.
They had been hooking up off and on for years. So we're all sitting there. I come in with Susie, you're with Fred and your other friend, and we're all just hanging out, and we're listening to Journey.
I'm trying to give her beers.
I'm sitting on one end of the couch, he's sitting on the other, and he's like, you could come sit next to me. And I was like, no, I'm good, I'm comfortable. Because keep in mind, I am the one that keeps Susie together. Susie is a train wreck. Never been anything other than a train wreck, a lovely train wreck who I genuinely loved and cared about significantly, but a train wreck nonetheless. So Susie's 3 sheets.
Fred's a train wreck too.
Yeah. Susie's 3 sheets from the wind. She's totally out. She's toasted like you never seen before. And she decides she's making her move on Fred. So Susie and Fred
go off and leave us
to hang out. And leave us to hang out. Now, prior to that, should I tell them what you said?
This was 13 years ago, Dustin.
13 years ago, single Dustin. We all go out front together before Susie and Fred take off on their own. And we're sitting on the front porch. It's a pretty night out. Everybody's smoking because we're terrible human beings.
I wasn't smoking. I had quit smoking by then.
Oh, everybody else was.
Yeah.
And Dustin comes out and goes, man, you said these girls were DTF. And
she looks at me and goes,
sober. And I look at him and I'm like,
I know what that means.
I know what that means. And no, that is not the case. That is not why we're here. And then Susie and Fred go off to do the
DTF
things.
Because they were both DTF.
Right. So she left me alone with 2 men who I don't know at all. And I've never met before. And she's busy doing God knows what, which was very loud with very thin walls.
And we were in the basement.
And we heard
they were upstairs. We were in the basement.
Everything. And I'm sitting there talking to these 2 guys. We talked about what music and all kinds of stuff.
And we talked, and you were reading The Help at the time. And so we talked a long time about The Help.
Talked about the book.
You
The
talked
Help.
about your ex-husband and all that stuff.
Ex-husband, and just had at least an interesting conversation. But I was like, this is not happening. You are not coming near me. You are not going to touch me. No, I will not drink a drink. I am in an unsafe place. I do not feel okay.
And the following weekend, someone called me.
The following weekend, Susie wanted to kick it again with Fred.
But he was already
Fred
passed
was
out.
drunk and asleep.
But then you still invited me over to hang out.
I was like, well, you can come over and hang out if you want.
And we talked till the sun came up.
Yep. And we hung out and talked until, I think you came over like at 10:30 or something. And we talked until 6 or 7 in the morning.
Because I had an appointment to get new tires on my Jeep.
Yeah.
So I had to leave and go get the tires on my Jeep. And then she came over to my apartment later that day.
I thought you needed somebody to pick you up from the car place.
Nope. You just came over to my apartment.
No.
You did.
There was a reason.
No. You came over to my apartment because your ex-husband had the kids and your parents were in town or something like that.
There was a reason that I stopped by. It wasn't just random.
Just to see me?
No, there was a reason.
No, because I was at the tire place long enough for them to put the tires on and I left.
Yeah, but there was a reason why I came over. It wasn't just nothing. There was a reason why.
I don't remember what it was, but you did.
Like you were going to give me something, or I don't remember what it was. Oh, stop it. Don't be gross. Anyway, it was several weeks after that before anything actually happened. But it was like
4 weeks.
It was like the worst situation ever, but it turned out good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm amazing.
Well, what it goes to show you is that you can't judge somebody from the first words that pop out of their mouth, because I would have been like,
well, we had been drinking, we had been at the bars, we had been downtown, and it was just like, he was like, oh, he was trying to sell us on you guys coming over, which I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But it was like, blah, 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 blah. We'll do all this, that, and the other. And I'm like, whatever. I'm like, he's lying. But then I'm like, I'm always a loudmouth.
These girls, DTF. No, you got the wrong one. No. No, no, no. Very, very sketch. It was the beard. It might have been the beard. You never know. I think what it was is that we had a good time talking. We entertained each other a lot. I am I am very attracted to funny. So,
Well, Susie's no longer with us, and Fred
yeah.
and I are no longer friends,
Oh
unfortunately.
yeah.
But yeah,
Susie unfortunately passed away a few years back, and it was not a good time. It was very rough. But
I'm not just a beard, okay? I'm not an object to be lusted after. I'm a whole person,
but he's mostly beard.
mostly beard.
Mostly beard.
It was like it was here and now it's down here.
Yeah.
But yes, I am very glad you asked. I imagine it won't be the last time we talk about it.
Yeah. It was definitely an interesting way to meet. I mean,
Jen, they weren't playing one of those box games.
yeah. Yes, they went to play Pokemon. They were trying to catch a ball, as in like herpes.
On the S, T, and D.
Anyway, so yeah, that's
She said she's heard the story.
that's how things went.
He says he loves hearing hearing origin stories. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like you never know when you're going to meet the person, or you never know when you're going to meet your person. Because I've been single on and off. I think before we met, I'd had a girlfriend about a year prior. We were together like 3 or 4 months, and
Oh, and my divorce had just been signed. I mean, we had been separated for well over a year before that, but it took that long just to get him to sign the divorce papers. So I was not looking for anything.
and last week, what was it, like this weekend or last week or something like that? Our middle boy was going out to lunch with his dad, her ex-husband. He's like, "Do you want to go too?" And I was like, "Don't you think that's awkward?" And he goes, "No." I'm
Well,
like,
to
for
be
me,
fair, we've never been unfriendly.
no.
You know, I mean, he's welcome at our house at any time as long as
And he
he
comes
can
over on
control
the
himself.
holidays and stuff. And I mean, we have the granddaughter. We share a granddaughter, and he's Papaw and I'm Paul.
Yeah. And, the kids, they love him, and
I
he's
don't.
still a part of their lives, as
I
much
mean,
as he can be. I mean,
and I've never said anything bad about him to the kids in front of the kids. We would talk in private all kinds of trash.
well,
But I mean, that's just kind of what you do. I mean, but never anything like super derogatory. I mean, it's more her and me just commiserating with her and agreeing because it's what you do. Oh yes, baby. Yes, he was the worst.
you know what? He was not a good person.
I know. I'm not, but as far as the kids are concerned, that has nothing to do with me.
Right. And I don't trash talk him around them as much as I can possibly tolerate. The most that I talk with the kids about him is, you've got to be fair to him because he's not capable of caring for himself. So you have to be forgiving of his flaws because he can't even take care of himself.
Juan's in the house all the way from Vietnam.
Hi, Juan.
That reminds me, I am going to be on here. Let me look and see what his name is because again, terrible names. We haven't actually spoken outside of text messages yet. He's
What are you
new.
doing?
I'm on a live stream Friday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with a gentleman from Jakarta, Indonesia.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Matthew Toll. So he's got a new channel, something carnivore. Let me look back. He sent me some stuff about it.
Excuse me. But yeah, we try to only be friendly, nice as you can be.
Bold Carnivore. So go check out Bold Carnivore. He's just I was like 101st subscriber of his channel, so he's got a very small channel. So it took a little while.
Type it in there so they can see it.
Yeah,
because I'm sure he could use all the love he can get. What is it? At Bold Carnivore.
Yeah.
Does it matter if there's caps locks or not? Because I don't think his has cap lock.
That doesn't matter.
Okay. Anywho.
So he's a new channel, 100 plus subscribers. I'll be live with him 6 p.m. Eastern Friday. It took a little while to kind of get a timeline set because of the time difference. Because like right now it's like 9:30 in the morning his time or something crazy like that. So they're like basically opposite sides of the planet.
Yeah.
So
it's 8 p.m. here and I'm already ready for bed.
It's 8:05. But yeah. So be on the lookout for that. As soon as he makes a video thing about it, because it'll be in just a couple of days, then I will share that in my community post. I don't know if I'm going to be on Toxic Tuesday tonight. I didn't get a chance to watch the movie that we're talking about. The movie we were talking about is a police story with Jackie Chan. I just didn't have a chance to sit down this weekend and watch it. So I'm probably going to sit that out, even though I'm going to be bummed about it because they're good friends of mine. And I just like being around talking trash with them about movies and stuff. But Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be back with the Rock and Roll Rowdies. And we will be talking with Fife, Willie Fife, who used to work with what's the White Snake. He used to work with White Snake in the early iterations of White Snake, like the 70s to like 82. So Willie Fife was all in with them, and then he worked for Motorhead and stuff. So Willie Fife is joining Brian, myself, and the Rock and Roll Rowdies on Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. if you are in London area, which is where most of the Rowdies are, and then Brian is in Canada, and I think even Willie Fife was in England as well. So it's like late, like 8, 9 o'clock for them, but 3 o'clock in the afternoon for me. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon for Brian because he's off out west in the Canadian winter. But yeah, those are some things that I've got going on the rest of this week. What do you got going on the rest of this week?
Well, there's a little one who's going to have a leapover tomorrow.
Yeah,
so there's a
weepover. Yeah.
I was thinking about maybe going to Goodwill at some point in time tomorrow because I need to get some shopping out of my system. I need to work on my eBay. I don't think I have any more videos coming out on my channel anytime soon because my editor is slow.
Someone put her editor on another job.
My editor has had months.
I hear you. I've edited most of your content. We still have content to film for you.
What I think I'm going to end up doing is just taking my cell phone and just doing like vlog style stuff. I think it'll just be easier.
I still have to edit it.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I still have to edit it.
Just put it up. People don't care.
Okay.
Anyway,
so
we'll figure that out. But
yeah, so catch us 6 p.m. Eastern Friday. I know that I don't know how long it's going to be, but I know that I think it's a live stream. I'm not exactly sure, but I know that'll kind of come. That might interfere a little bit with Cindy and Sana's live stream. I imagine it'll be long done before Heath and Shelly go live making dinner and stuff. But yeah, if you want to come in, join in for a few minutes, say hi, that's cool. I know it's super hard to find a way to get everybody. Well, I mean, especially when you're dealing with somebody who's on the other side of the planet, to find a time that they can sit down, that we can all sit, we can both sit down and talk. Because I mean, it's not optimal for me to step on anybody's toes or interfere with their time slots and stuff. But he was wanted me to do late Friday night, and I just wasn't going to be able to do that. So, yeah. All right, look at that, 102, 103, 104. You guys are amazing.
Thanks, guys.
That's amazing. Nice. So be on the lookout for that live, or at least watch the replay. It's going to be super exciting. Anything else you want to talk to these fine, lovely people about? I know we missed some of your comments trying to get back up here.
Yeah, trying to catch up. We're just slow on the draw. Well, I'm blaming him. That's his role. I can't really see much from over here.
I was trying to go back and see if there's anything like everybody's wanting the dirty version. We knew that. It was still PG, maybe PG-13.
Yeah, PG-13. We're not like, it's not after dark. The sun's still up a little.
You still got time to learn to appreciate, okay? I don't know if your letter ever came in the mail from whatever schools in the United States, but use your wand and try to appreciate.
Ooh. Yes.
Yes. She loves cheesecake. The answer is yes.
I'm not into the fruit kinds though. Like chocolate, caramel, any of that stuff. If it's got fruit in it, I'm probably going to pass. Which is weird because I really like fruit.
I wish I could go to San Francisco, like, not necessarily how it is now. I know it's kind of a mess right now, but I was there for about 22 hours in 2006. We got in the dark. We went to some bars, hung out with some people, like got up, went to sleep, got up, went across we saw like the naked robot lawn ornament that was like 10 feet tall or something like that. There was a robot with a big swinging, and I'm sure you can look it up. I don't know if it's still there or not, but yeah, we went across the bridge and then we had to drive back to LA because we had to fly home the following day. But yeah, I want to be able to go back and hang out. I know somebody who can help you out with a custom hoodie.
That's true. We have friends that do hoodies.
Yes, I will get you. Text me after this and I will get you hooked up with my friend. I know there's links in here, like the thing that about if you want. She makes our Beardy Boy cups.
Yeah.
So she's more than willing to work with you and make whatever it is you want. It's got to supply her the design. The logo design. Yeah.
I can't see whatever you're clicking on.
He says, "Hey yo!" He was sorry his lady got off work and was hangry. That's okay. I haven't eaten yet today. That's okay. So that's another kind of like success that I've been doing now with the DoorDash. I haven't been eating before I do DoorDash.
Yeah. Because
to me, I don't want to be trying to do all that in full. So I haven't eaten. It's almost 8:30, but I haven't eaten yet today. So I'm going to make me some food.
So extended fasting.
Basically just fasting more than I have been in a while. I have my coffee still in the morning, afternoon. It's got some cream in it. So, I'm not like fully fasted from yesterday.
Right.
So that still breaks my fast, but then I'm not eating for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours until I eat again. So.
Yeah, it works.
And I don't like feeling that gross fullness when I'm trying to work. And this is a different kind of work than I've ever done before. Most of the work that I've done in the last like 15 years has been office gigs.
Yeah.
So sitting in one spot, answering phones, typing away,
typing, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that insurance life.
Yeah.
Well, we've been on here for over an hour.
Yeah. Everybody needs a hoodie with their face and name on it. Yeah. Hoodies are very important. They're underrated. Even in our household, I think they're underrated.
So I know I've already said it before, but my goal every year I give everybody hoodies for Christmas, and my goal each year is to steal them all back.
She buys about 8 hoodies. Selection. She buys about 8 hoodies for Christmas every year, and then usually gets about 5 of them back.
My goal is to get them all back. Although there are several that don't fit me anymore that need to go to the middle boy.
Yeah.
My dinner tonight was mozzarella cheese balls with avocado. That was it.
Avocado. I don't know. I might make me something like a crunchy cheese thing to go along with whatever else I make myself. I don't know. I've been kind of feeling like, I think I may have some pepperoni in the fridge, but something like crunchy cheese with pepperoni sounds good. I don't know. But we'll see. And I do need to run to Walmart too.
What do we need from Walmart?
I got to get bowls for the girl, so she has stuff to put her mac and cheese in. Her mac and cheese, which is
cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese. She loves cottage cheese, and we've been giving her these little like silver dollar size hash browns. She loves hash browns. I mean, they're not keto.
No, she says she loves hash browns. Sometimes she'll eat them, but most days they go to the middle child. because she doesn't eat them. She looks at them. She says she wants them. She makes you make them for her. They sit in the bowl. They get cold. And 2 hours later, the middle child will show up from doing whatever he's been doing. And they're like, hey, anybody going to eat this? And then he'll eat it. So
It gets consumed.
She says she loves hash browns.
Well, because it was 4 because she's 4. Now it's 5 because she's 5.
Mhm.
And we made her 3 today.
She did eat them today, but that's the first she's eaten them in like 2 weeks.
Because she's too busy. We have to set timers. She'll eat a little bit, and then we set a 5-minute timer for her to go play. So, you know, the ALEXA, I don't want to say it because then she'll be all nosy because she's just sitting right over there.
Yeah.
But, you know, the all hearing, you know,
all knowing,
the spy,
the AI,
the government listening to us. The government. You got any cheese? Anyway.
Just Facebook. Anyway, and Google.
It's Amazon.
And everything.
Yeah. Anyway.
So she'll talk to it and ask it to set a timer.
Yeah. And then she'll be like, set another one after 5 minutes.
Because she plays and then comes back and snacks a little, and then plays and then comes back and snacks a little. And we make deals. Like,
she's a wheeler and a dealer.
She is. So she wanted to make these
Midwest goodbyes.
Foam. That's true. She wanted to make these foam scarecrows that I got at the Dollar Tree the other day. It's like a whole packet of them. They are really cute. And she wanted to make them today. And Paul went and got her glue. So we had glue to do it. And I told her, well, I'm not going to help you until you eat 2 more bites of your eggs. So, of course, she does this and gets 2 little tiny handfuls of eggs and goes, is that enough, Ma? And I was like, that's fine.
Or she'll get like 2 pieces on her fork and think that's 2 bites.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a goofball. Like, we were fighting over this snake this morning in our room, which is actually a chest burster from Alien.
It's a big toy.
Yeah, it's stuffed, and it came from Think Geek.
Yeah.
And we got it at a yard sale, and it's super awesome to me because it's like a stuffed animal that bursts out of your chest.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, but she calls it a snake. And
a rattlesnake.
Yeah.
It's a rattlesnake.
And she's been fighting me for it all. She was fighting me for it like all morning. She's like, how about if I get it from you, then it's mine. I'm like, no.
She always makes deals.
She's a wheeler and a dealer. I need to get her on a used car lot. I bet she sell all kinds of cars right now.
I mean, she's good. Well, if you do this, then I'll do that.
And if you want to do that, but I'm going to need this, and it's going to be totally unfair, totally one-sided to me, but hey.
Yeah, that's, she's been taught well. Ma's got her.
So I think I will run to Walmart before I eat. So
You're going to run to Walmart?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everybody, we've been Jabberjawn for flipping ever, and I'm getting tired, and you need to go to Walmart.
Yes. And once this is set, if you would go ahead and put your successes and failures for the week in your comments, if you didn't put them in the chat and I didn't see them. Again, for anything in the chat that I missed, I'm super sorry. But we got off onto a long tangent of a story, and we got backed up and behind and all that fun stuff.
Yes.
The snack alarm. Yes.
Yes.
And we love all y'all from the bottom of our hearts, and it's so amazing to join us every Tuesday. And then again, we'll see you, or some of you, with me Sunday morning, 7:30 a.m., bright-eyed and bushy-tailed with that cup of coffee that you can't live without.
You'll see that beard.
And we'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye, guys.